Hello! Welcome to another video. Today, we're going to talk about bad bullies and how to deal with those sad sack of people that like to say bad, mean things to us to make us cry and want to kill ourselves. And suicide is not good. Because if you do that, that means the bully wins. We don't want that, right? Nah. We want to be victorious, don't we? So allow me to tell you some things to deal with these bad bullies. These cyber bullies that YouTube or anybody else somehow doesn't tell you. Well, let's get on with it, shall we? First, we're going to talk about how to deal with bullies that are face to face with us. You know, we got to deal with them too. So let's talk about that and get them out the way. I got to tell you, going to be honest with you kids, parent-teacher conferences doesn't work. Why? Because it only serves to make the bully more angry. And they will likely to be more meaner to you than before. So you don't want your mommy or daddy going up to the teachers and telling them about how so-and-so has been treating you. You don't want that because it's only going to make it worse. The only way to stop a bully from messing with you, oppressing you, making fun of you, putting you down, making you give them lunch money and all that, and shoving your head in the toilet, or whatever the things they do to you, to humiliate you and make their friends laugh, because that's the only gratification they get out of life, okay? You have to use your fists. And depending on how hard you hit them, they will pop. And it may only take just one shot. One shot. Let's say to the groin, or between their legs, if they're male bullies. It may work for females too, because it does hurt them as well. Or you can hit them in their stomach. And always go after the leader, okay? In case you're wondering, it's like, what if there's like 3 of them? What if there's like 4, Chrome? Or 2 of them? I can't take 2 of them by myself. I'm just one scrawny person. Or I'm not a fighter and I can't take 2 of them. Maybe 1, but not 2. Well, you don't have to fight the other one. You just go after the leader. As the saying goes, you take the head off the snake and the rest of the body will follow. Or the dragon, or what have you want to see it. See, the leader of the group, you will definitely know who they are. You take them out, the other ones are going to be like, oh my God. You got knocked the F out. Yeah. They're going to be shocked, kids. You got knocked out, and you will be the winner. And they may not bother you again. And if they do, you knock them out again. You hit them again. It doesn't have to be a scruffle fight. You go on the ground and you roll around. If it comes to that, hey, for one thing, you will get respect. Even from the bully themselves. For sticking up for yourself. You're letting them know. You're putting your foot down and saying, enough is enough, bad bully. I'm not taking it anymore. Yeah. So you will be a victor. Okay? It's not that hard. Sometimes it takes just one punch. Go for the stomach or the groin. You can knock them in the face and their jaw. I wouldn't do this part, Eric, because you might end up fucking accidentally killing them. But sometimes we get so upset we just don't know when our fists go. I mean, somebody can survive a blow to the nose, but I suggest you hit them in the face right here. Bam! Maybe knock a few teeth out. That'll teach them. That'll teach them to mess with you. And then when you see them the next day at school or in the park or whatever, you give them a look like this. Let them know you're not the one. That's how you deal with bullies, ladies and gentlemen, and kids. Because you know, these videos are made for kids. Yeah. Now, I think this is more common than the first scenario. What about cyber bullies? Yeah. How do you deal with them? Bullies that don't require you to hit them, you know. Because you can't hit somebody over the computer, right? That's impossible. Even though they deserve to be knocked in the teeth. So you can't hit them. So what do? You go online. They're saying this, that. You ain't this. You look like this, blah, 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 blah. Or kill yourselves and all that mess. Simple. You can do two things. Number one, just ignore them. It's that simple. Just ignore these bad bullies. Because what happens when you ignore somebody, they feel sad. Because if you're talking to somebody on the street, say, "How you doing, mister?" and they just don't look at you and they keep walking on by, how would you feel? You wouldn't feel happy. You would feel sad. It's like a knife to the heart, figuratively speaking, which is not real. It's a figure of speech, you know. It's like that. And you feel down and you wonder, what's going on? Why did that person just say hi to me back? That's how the bullies feel when you ignore them online. You don't respond to them. You just play it off. Like, what did he say? Oh, whatever. Just keep talking with other people online. Just ignore them. Or if the bully is starting to get to you, which can't happen, unfortunately, if they are making you kind of feel bad, do they have to know about it? Nope. That's the beauty of online. They don't have to know you feel like you're down in the dumps. They don't have to know that. Isn't that wonderful? So you just ignore them. They don't have to know. Don't respond to them because that's what they want. You don't give them what they want. That's a no-no. So that's how you deal with cyber bullies, ladies and gentlemen, kids. So remember, that's how you deal with them. And if you must say something, because I've heard people say, "Oh, I have to say something back to those mean people." Well, if you have to say something back to them, be smart about it, okay? Hey, I've even said back things to people that were trying to bully me online. Yeah, even I got my share of them. That's how I'm telling you how to deal with them. Even by doing this method, which is number 2, how you deal with cyber bullies, I even gained a friend. Yeah. One of them became my friend. He became my supporter because I did this method. Like I said, if you have to say something back, be smart about it, okay? What you do is this. What you do is you agree with them. You know, one mean guy said I look like a frog. That's what he said. Trying to hurt my feelings. But I said, I do look like one. You're right, I agree. I had one bully said I look like some rapper that's been retired for 20 years. I said, yes, I do look like him. Can you imagine how that make them feel when you actually agree with them? Doesn't make them feel good. Like I said, the one who called me a frog became my supporter. He even went on one of my live streams and tried to push my buttons, but I didn't allow it. I didn't even ban him. No, you can ban him if you like. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I chose not to ban him. I just kept him there to make a spectacle out of himself. He got the message later that he was actually making a fool out of himself, and he calmed down and started chatting like anybody else in my chat. So that's pretty cool. That I actually turned an enemy into an ally. You can do it as well. Isn't that cool? So make sure you jot these points down or backtrack the video and jot these points down and apply them into your lives. And that's how you deal with these bad bullies. If you got to block them to kingdom come, do that. Because I block people that calls on the phone from me that's a telemarketer, they're annoying people, or they're scammers. Bad people that want to get your money. They prey on people who are vulnerable. You don't want to mess with scammers. So what I do, if I see a number on my phone that is not on my list, I give it a little bit of time. And after that, I just block them. I got so many blocked numbers on my list. It's another country. It's enough to form another country. If one number was one person. But I'm going to keep doing it. And it's not easier said than done. You can do it, just like I have. So if you got any questions, comment in the comment box below, and I will further explain to you on these methods, but I shouldn't have to because I think I covered everything on this video. So that's how you deal with bad bullies, children. You don't have to crumble because they say so. You don't have to kill yourself because they say so. No. Hell, you could be smart about it and say, won't you do it first, bad bully? Then I will. But you know they're not going to do it. That's why you said it in the first place, right? You got to be smart. But the best thing to do is just ignore them. And if you have to leave the chat for a little bit to go watch some other videos or whatever, or play video games or whatever, or leave social media to calm down, do that. And come back fully refreshed. That'll teach those bad bullies. With that being said, this is White Chromosome signing out. See you kids next time.